distance.
David is not here, so may I request that we go to the broadcasting house?
Thank you very much, Sam. And once again, a very good morning to you, friends, on call this morning. It is indeed a great joy that we have each and every single one of you with us this morning as we gear up to advance the process of welcoming some of our colleagues into this great organization. We are still under the stewardship of the Blueberries, whom we thought would serve us Maido, Nsenene today, but next time better. So allow me invite you, Wax, to guide us through the lineup of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, President. Good morning, Rotarians and friends of Rotary. Our lineup is as follows. For the grace, Rotarian Yedida Nyakato will take us through. For the loyal toast, Rotarian Dr. Patricia Chen Okiria will take us through. For the forward test, AG Dr. Safina Kisumusene will take us through. We'll have Rotary information, unveiling of our moderator by Rotarian Irene, interaction by Rotarian Jen Opito, vote of thanks by PAG Dr. Timothy Basima, statistics to be Rotarian Faith Tushabe to take us through, and for the final toast, PHF Asman Baguma will take us through. So without any further ado, I request Omulongo Yedida to take us through the grace.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Rotarians, Rotaractors, and guests on call. Let's humble ourselves for the grace. Father, we want to thank you for your new mercies, this new daybreak, for what you have blessed us with, Lord. Help us to be appreciative, but may we also be mindful to the needs of others. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Dr. Patricia, please, the loyal toast.
Good morning, Rotarians, Rotaractors, visiting clubs, and guests on call. For the loyal toast, I propose a loyal toast to the President of the Republic of Uganda.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda. My President, the forward test.
Thank you very much, President. Members, good morning. Let us all of us recite the forward test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you very much, President.
Thank you very much, AGE Safina Kisumusene. And my consultant in the Salongo classes. Friends, those that are just joining us right now, allow me welcome you once again to the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak. We appreciate each and every single one of you that make time to come and be with us. And in particular, I want to appreciate the morning crew that warm up our room before we commence our fellowships. We thank you so very much. Our international partners from District 9214, led by the POP, we really, really welcome and appreciate your presence with us every single Thursday I will not forget our district leaders on call. We thank you very, very much, and all other visiting Rotarians. Friends, this morning, I would like to invite you to share with us Rotary information that you might have. So if you have Rotary information, you're welcome to straight away raise your hand, or better still unmute and dive straight into it. Let's share in our Rotary information, friends.
Yeah, thank you very much, Changemaker President Frederick Itakule. Good morning, all Rotarians on call. Good morning, friends of Rotary. I just want to share with you new clubs information that we need to support. We do have the Rotary Club of Kampala Morning Glory that meets every Saturday, 8:30 to 9:30, immediately after the Balunyua talks. We should be diving into to support that initiative, bringing new spice to Rotary. Needs all our support. We also have the Rotary Club of Saturday evening jazz, and they meet every Saturday 6 to 7. Again, we need to lend a hand. Then we also have the Igulu information meeting every Wednesday. So let's support these clubs as we grow Rotary. Thank you. And finally, the Eastern Mega Fellowship is just ready for us. Some of us are already preparing our journeys to Mbale. Be there as we see new clubs join our list of clubs in District 9213. The Rotary Club of Tororo, Samowori will be chartered on Saturday, and the Rotary Club of Mbale will also be chartered tomorrow. The governor will preside over those ceremonies. Let's go and join him and join our friends from the Eastern region for their mega get-together fellowship. Thank you.
Thank you very much, DGE Mike Sebalu. Indeed, new clubs is one of the ways through which we extend our reach, and I would just want to appreciate you and all the people behind the formation and establishment of these great clubs. And again, I guarantee that we'll continue to see to it that we support and attend their fellowships. Eastern Mega Fellowship, CP Sam, don't worry, it is not that time of the year when the things we fear will happen. So kindly, let's all be there. My mentor, Rotarian Mario Natkunda, over to you.
Thank you very much, my mentee and President Frederick. It is the 25th today. Yesterday, 24th was the deadline for registration for the training, the Rotary Leadership Institute, that is happening this weekend at Protea Hotel. For those that didn't sign up, I'm very sorry. We can wait for the next intake in February. For those that signed up and are ready to be in class on Saturday, be reminded that you should be there by 7:30. At exactly 8 a.m., we start class. RLI keeps time. We start at 8 and then we end at 4. But come and interact, meet Rotarians of all spheres across the board, and let's learn and have knowledge, get knowledge to be better Rotarians. It's going to be at Protea Hotel, Acacia Avenue, and the fee is 100. But I know that we have already set up WhatsApp groups for the teams that are going to be coming. Let's just be there on time. Thank you very much. Over to you, President.
Thank you very much, Marion. And I can confirm that the product you see, all the good you see in me is because I have a hand of RLI, and the bad you see, I take responsibility. And I can confirm that the twins, Esther, Robert, and among others from Daybreak will be there. I guarantee you will get worthwhile of your time. So allow me welcome you, Agnes. Rotarian Agnes from Chigo. Kindly share with us Rotary information precisely, please.
Thank you very much, President. President, first and foremost, I would like to thank the Kampala Daybreakers for invading us last Thursday. Thank you so much. Dear Rotarians, I'm here to remind you that today is the day our GD is visiting the Rotary Club of Chigu. Kindly join us. The flyer is moving all over the forums of Rotary. Join us from 1 to 3 p.m. Thank you so much, dear President, and everyone on the forum.
Thank you very much, Rotarian Agnes. We had just come to be sure that we are clear on the way and on the route of the fastest one, and today you will have a tsunami as you host the DG. My President, CMP Donor, President of Presidents, District 9214, please over to you to share your Rotary information with us.
Thank you so much, President. So good to hear from my mentor also. President, I bring very, very good news. Something very big is coming. Something big is coming on the side of COVID vaccination and on the side of working together as the two clubs. President, this is still in the cooking, but I would like to communicate and to tell you all, dear Rotarians on call, that please prepare. We are massively going to vaccinate. We are massively going to work together as two clubs to vaccinate so that we can get back to our normal life. We are going to partner with the Public Sector Foundation, the Uganda Health Federation, and with the Ministry of Health. A series of meetings are going on, and this Saturday, the Changemaker presidents from both our districts are going to meet as part of finalizing the plan. And beginning second week of December, from around 6th to 7th, we'll be having the first round of the vaccination, and the second round will be early January. Please prepare accordingly as we get the flyers out, as we get the communication, such that we set the ball rolling immediately. We are ready to go. Thank you so much, President.
Thank you very much, President of Presidents, Donor. Friends, COVID-19 is still here with us, and its fight is still real. We have seen countries, get through their 5th lockdown. While in the office of the PS early this week, we're informed that Germany is now experiencing their 5th wave, 64,000 infections in a day. We have a lot of vaccines that are yet to expire. So the leaders of influence, call us to this duty. I know that we'll be engaging as clubs, but details of which will be discussed on Saturday. So I just want to request and add a voice to our leaders' call so that we can all be a part of this great transformation. Our friends, I want to pass this information first and foremost to you, the Daybreakers. On the 7th of December, we'll have our board meeting as usual. And on the 9th of December, we'll have our closed club assembly as usual. So block those dates and let's plan to be there. The board papers and documents will be shared on time for our prior review. So yesterday, Rotarian Anthony Ogwang and the Sunday models and I had an opportunity of boarding Maga Airlines that never misses that famous photo that you can see. I think it is in Automot, it always takes that photo. And we en route to Kapil County, Agrigloi Sub-County, Ojai Village. Some of us could be wondering, is this in Uganda? Yes, it is in Ngora District in Teso Region. We had our 5th community engagement session, and what a moment it was in the quest to establish an early childhood development center over there. And I'm glad to say that we are now ready. The community donated to us 2 acres of prime land over there, as you will see, on which we shall be establishing an early childhood development center. The community is ready. It was very well prepared and mobilized. And I want to thank you, President Kate and the Sunday models, for accepting and to support this community together with us. But you know what, friends? I was touched by what I found there over the times of engagement.
Boga manyi. Temanyi kuteekako amagye.
Areas of focus. So I want to request and invite clubs across our district and even District 921 for that. You are welcome to come and partner with us in other areas of intervention. There is so much need there. There is need for water. That is a photo they communicated. This is a man-made borehole. 20 meters feet down there, they send a rope and they're able to get water. Imagine how easy it would be if we put a borehole. So I want to encourage and invite you Rotarians. You could join us and we get to see this very community greatly transformed. But you know what? There is hope, as you can see on the smiles of those wonderful kids. This community is very, very united. This is the true definition of unity that I found in this community. This is where you find the MP of NRM campaigning for the LC5 of FDC because they are transformational leaders. And this is what actually happened. What a unity it is. So I want to leave this at that and say, if you are willing to partner with us, please do contact us, but also you can reach out to POP President Kate, and we'll see how together we can reach out to this. So allow me right now, invite you, Rotarian Irene Katende, to introduce our moderator for this session. Over to you, Rotarian Irene Katende. Rotarian Irene Katende, are you there? Kindly introduce our moderator for today.
President, sorry, I realized I had not unmuted. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Good morning, members on this call. It is with great honor for me to introduce to you somebody very well known to me, a person that I joined with on the same day in Rotary. This lady is the country director to Sisters of Hope International, an NGO that works with widows and vulnerable young girls and empowers them to hardworking, honest women in society. She's a graduate with a degree in human resource management from Chambogo University. She doubles up as the membership director, who on the 21st of October received a special recognition for her exceptional contribution to her club and Rotary as a whole for passionately serving humanity. This lady is a family woman and a mother to many and has been called into ministry to help the lost sheep find their way back to Christ. You can refer to Matthew chapter 18, verse 10 to know more about her. She's an exceptionally amazing, fun-filled Rotarian who means to make a positive change in people's lives, both in Rotary and out. She hails from the mighty and sober Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak. Members on this club, kindly join me as we welcome Rotarian Jane Opito. Rotarian Jane, the floor is yours. You're most welcome. Over to you, President.
Thank you so much, Rotarian Irene, for that very, very warm introduction. I was actually thinking you're talking about somebody else. Thank you so much. Be blessed. Good morning to all members on call, dear guests, Rotaractors, Rotarians. You're all most welcome to this session. For those of you who are doubting that I'm the one, I rarely put on my video, but that is what I look like in this day and age after COVID. So just in case Judge Mzungu is doubting, that is me. As we are all aware, it is really a joy to have new family members. This is what has brought us today to daybreak this morning. We are having 6 potential new Rotarians who are willing to interact and let you know why they want to become Rotarians. They have been prepared. Rigorous training has gone on. Payments have been made. It is just the approval and guidance of everybody on this forum to make them remain on the right path. So without any delay, I would like to request their sponsors in the following order to just briefly say something about them. The first person will be Robert Kawesi. The sponsor to Robert Kawesi.
Thank you, Rotarian Jane. I'm so delighted. Good morning, Rotarians. I'm so delighted to say something about Robert, Mr. Robert Kawesi. Robert is a married man with one beautiful lady, and lady engineer called Barbara from the land of the East. And together they have a baby boy called Elisha. Robert works with Ministry of Education and Sports as a procurement assistant. And outside the ministry, Robert is an entrepreneur. He owns a transportation company, and he's highly motivated, whom many of us find to be very reliable, result-oriented. He's organized and very highly committed. He has accumulated the procurement experience over the past 7 years. So we find him as a big asset in the ministry. His contribution in the procurement of textbook, this one I particularly wanted to talk about it because it's a unique acquisition. Procurement of textbook is something that cannot go without saying, without mentioning. So we are proud of Robert. He's one of the qualified, he's one person qualified to be called a communication specialist because of the way he communicates, the way he relates, and the way he ensures that feedback is given. Robert has always longed to join Rotary to serve humanity. However, because of the busy schedules we engage him in, he hadn't yet got an opportunity. His turning point was during this year, in June, when he contracted COVID-19 and ended up in ICU. It was even a struggle to get an ICU bed, but by God's grace, he did. While on the ICU bed with Barbara, the lady Barbara, 8.5 months pregnant, Robert pleaded with God to give him another chance because the death rates were high. People were dying and he was seeing them. So he pleaded with God to give him a chance, another chance to life, so that he can serve humanity. So Robert is joining Rotary to fulfill his promise to God by serving and helping others in need.
Thank you so much, Rotarian Nyangoma, for introducing Robert Kawesi. Robert, you're most welcome. Then the next sponsor, if you're prepared, would like to introduce William, not William Bill. Reverend Gregory, I believe I saw you on call.
Yes, Rotarian Jane Pito and the friends. I'm very, very much glad to have this opportunity to introduce CPA Triomurgendo William, commonly known as Uncle William. He's married to Jessica Triomurgendo, and he holds a bachelor's degree, Bachelor's of Commerce from Makerere University, Masters of Business Administration from Makerere University. He's an accountant by profession, and he's a member of the Institute of Certified Public Accounts of Uganda. He's a fellow of the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants of UK. He has worked with different organizations. He worked with the National Water and Sewage Corporation. He then served with Chambogo University as a deputy bursar, and thereafter he joined the public service, where he is a commissioner for planning and quality assurance in the Ministry of Lands, Housing, and Urban Development. He's a man who has helped the church so much, both in the village, in his home diocese, and here in Kampala, in our church. He has helped us so much to do with the strategic planning. He's a servant of God, he's very humble, and he's devoted to serve. So he decided to join us and serve above self. Thank you so much to welcome him.
Thank you very much, Reverend. We are very grateful that you have not been feeling well yourself recently, but still you are bringing in new Rotarians. Many blessings to you. Dr. Onyoin, I believe you're on call, and if you could possibly introduce to us William Bill.
Hello, thank you very much, my super lady Jane. I'm really delighted to introduce Bill, and he's a long-term friend. I met him so many years ago. He's one of the most seasoned insurance professionals that I know, and also is a person who's very, very skilled in the areas of training. He's currently serving as a business development consultant at Sanlam Life Insurance. He likes reading books, swimming, and listening to gospel music. He does a lot of consultancy work. That's how I met him. And the area of ISO, International Standard Organization Certification Standards, and also consultants in project proposal writing. I think is going to be one of our key resources in writing projects for the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak. I introduce him to you, members. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I would like to bring on Katia. Katia was introduced by George, RC Boyogere Nambole. I'm not sure whether he's on call. If he isn't,
I am on call.
Very good. Thank you so much for being on call. Please go ahead and introduce the person you recommended to Daybreak.
Good morning, Rotarians and everybody and Daybreakers. I'm happy to introduce Katia Muganzi Tavaro. Katia works for the Agricultural Development Center as head of communication and marketing. She's a communication expert. She also runs a small NGO as a side on the side. She supports deaf children. She has a school she supports and has a school in Busoga. And she has a passion for service and for writing. She's a trained journalist and worked with the Vision Group before joining ADC, the Agricultural Development Center. I've known her for a long time, and she's married to Council Tabaro. I'm happy to introduce to you Katia Muganzi Tabaro. Thank you.
Thank you so much, George, and welcome to Daybreak. The last but not the least, I would like to request Rotarian Amanya to introduce his sponsored child. Amanya?
Yes, thank you, Super Membership Director, Rotarian Jane, and the President of Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak for this amazing opportunity, because the person I'm going to introduce is the person that has been known to me for quite a number of years, and a person whose character and way of life made me think that he's the person Rotary has been missing. This gentleman is the CEO of Food Group Uganda and CEO of Yao Pebi. He's a certified professional life and leadership coach, consultant, an accredited DISC coach, and a certified behavioral consultant. He has written a book, and that book that is Make the Most of Your Identity, tackles topics on purpose, identity, values, wellness, and professional and personal finance. He is married to Damari, and they are raising two adorable daughters. Rotarians, allow me introduce to you Hirwa G. Israel. Over to you, Membership Director.
Thank you, Rotarian Amanya. The twins usually move in pairs. So since Nyangoma had already spoken, I want to give Nyakato the opportunity to also speak and introduce her sponsored child.
Good morning, Rotarians. Yedida is my name.
In
I'm
1
very
minute,
delighted.
please.
Sorry?
In a minute, please go ahead.
Yes, I'm very delighted to introduce to you today a person whom I know very well. He is a lawyer by profession, a chief state attorney by occupation with the Directorate of Public Prosecutions. He is, above all, a Salongo. He's one person who has lived a Rotarian life, but he has only moved alone. He is non-partisan, but by character and professionalism, he supports truth and justice. And to that effect, he has won so many awards in his profession, recognized by national and international organizations for standing for the truth and justice. He's one respectful person, very hardworking and committed to whatever he does. Members, this is none other than Joseph Kyomhendo. Over to you, Rotarian Jane.
Wonderfully, wonderfully introduced. Thank you so much, Rotarian Nakato. It has been great. Thank you so much. Now that you've heard from the sponsors, I would like to take the opportunity to give each individual, about 3 minutes to briefly speak and let us know exactly why they are part of this session this morning. I would like to start with William Bill, who has a brief story to share with us why he is inspired to become a Rotarian. Bill, you have 3 minutes. Please share your story with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Director Membership, Jane, Changemaker President, Fred Chitakule, and Rotarians on call. Good morning to you all. As earlier introduced, my name is Musime William Bill, and straight on the agenda, responding to the reason that strikes me most to be part of Rotary is simply my nostalgic memory of one of my advanced level teachers who used to teach me history. This was a teacher who really sacrificed his time, demonstrated a lot of commitment, and showed passion for his work. And these brought about very good results, and the image tainted in me 12 years back still challenges me to embrace him in the kind of work I do. A teacher who would come to class by 6:30 a.m. in the morning every day and was not sleeping in the teacher's quarters, simply because he needed to have 2 hours extra before normal lessons begin with his students. The resultant feature was that by end of senior 6 first term, he had covered the entire syllabus. And so we had 2 terms for revision and testing. So we did the revision and testing for all the 44 topics in history of Europe. And that solved the problem of anyone saying that, you know, I would not read or revise this topic because it's hard. The nature of revisions and testings implied that you have to do 4 compulsory questions. So he would pick 4 topics chronologically, revise all the possibly asked questions from those topics, and set 4 compulsory questions. So when the final exams came, personally, I could attempt 8 questions very well, but instructions required that I choose 4. I wasn't surprised when results were released that the 4 questions I did earned me a first distinction, and I appeared in the newspapers for having been the best history student that year, 2008. And up to today, in as much as I've done so many exams, I have never forgotten the specific questions I attempted in that particular paper. So this speaks into why I feel I should form part of Rotary, to go down to the communities, support, sacrifice, dedicate myself, be committed, and also demonstrate passion in doing what I am entrusted to do. And I'm confident that this can be done because already, even with the place where I work, I'm normally the first person to arrive just because of what I learned from that teacher. So that really impacted positively in my life, and I learned to always sacrifice, demonstrate commitment, fetch results, and also impact on the lives of people. So that's all from me, dear Rotarians. Over to you, moderator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, William Bill. Very, very inspiring. I wish we could have more teachers like that, then we'd have definitely a better build of a new generation. Thank you so much. We'll have the next person, which will be Robert Kawesi. The floor is yours. Tell us who you are, why you want to be part of Rotary, and interact with the team that is listening to you right now. Over to you, Robert.
Yes, good morning, Director of Membership, Rotarian Gen, Changemaker President, Frederick Chitakule, my mom, Yerusa Nyangoma. As earlier introduced, my name is Kawesi Robert, Procurement Assistant with Ministry of Education and Sports.
Kawesi, is it possible to share your video so that people who don't know you can see you?
Yes.
If you can, please.
Yes.
Share your video, please.
Thank you. As earlier introduced, I'm Kawesi Robert by name. My story is, as already told by my mom, I contracted severe COVID after the first lockdown, which took me to ICU. And on my hospital bed, I made a promise to God to serve and help as much as possible and be selfless. And God came through for me. So one of the purposes I want to join is to fulfill that promise and serve people, make a change and difference in the community, from not from an individual level, but a bigger level to make an impact. When I join Rotary, and also tap in the social capital, as several people joined in. Yes, basically that is my story. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert, for managing your time very well. And very, very touching. And when you promise, make a promise to God and keep it, trust me, the sky will be the limit.
Thank you.
May I call upon William T, as we like calling him since the last training. William T, the floor is yours. In 3 minutes, kindly tell us who you are and why you would love to become a Rotarian. Go ahead.
Thank you, moderator. Rotarians, core, Rotaracts, guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and I'm privileged this morning to be part of this morning fellowship as I try to join the Rotary Club, which has been my long time wish. I have been introduced.
Mr. Turiomu Rugendo, can I kindly request that you share your video, if you can, for the benefit of the comrades that are on call? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Where I am, it's a bit dark. I am unable to share my video, but at least even that photo is my current photo. That's how I look like. For now, I would request that I don't share my video because where I am, it's a bit dark.
William, permission granted. Go ahead. Permission granted.
Thank you. Yes, I'm a chartered accountant with CPA Uganda and a fellow of with the Association of Chartered Certified Public Accountant Association Chartered Certified Accountants of UK. I've shared my work experience. I started with National Water as an accountant trainee. I grew up in ranks and I left that was in 1994 when I joined the National Water, and left in 2008 after 14 years, where I left as a finance manager who was in charge of different sections of the department, National Water, and then briefly joined Chambogo for 6 months and joined government as a public service, as a social service, as a commissioner for planning and quota assurance, where I am now, in charge of planning and budgeting and monitoring and evaluation for the programs, different programs of the ministry. Basically, that's my work experience. Quite a lot. I have done so much. Other assignments I have, but I will leave those on the side and now go to the reason why I feel I should join Rotary. I have been longing actually to join Rotary right from the beginning when I was still in National Water, where I used to meet some Rotarians. We had a Rotarian who used to talk of four-way test, and I would always try to find what is this. And whenever I told me, I would feel like I'm interested, but somehow I felt like maybe it was not so much important. I could do everything. I could do whatever I do, even without being a notary. But I think as time went, and as I came to know what Rotary does, I really felt more passion and interest in joining Rotary. Like the Reverend who introduced me said, I'm a churchman, I'm a family man, I'm married, and I have been so much deeper into church. I've been doing so much for the church. I'm in different committees of the church, and have been involved. Basically, my passion also is in strategic planning, where I have developed a strategic plan for the church. I have been a council member of our diocese, a synod member and a council member for Western Korea Diocese. I am born in Kabale, Ruchiga County, Ruchiga district as of now, but I migrated to Greater Bushenyi in a press district called Rubirizi, Katerera, where I am now, and I'm deeply involved in so many community activities. And like others have said, I feel I should join Rotary to serve the community, not as an individual, but as a group of.
As a group. Thank you so much, William. You are just a very excellent example of age is nothing but a number, because I can still feel the vibrancy in you, ready to give more and more of what you have behind that number. Thank you so much, William. Without delay, I would love to invite Katia. Katia, please, in 3 minutes, tell us and let us know who you are, please.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much, George, for the introduction. My name is Katia Mugenzi Tabaro. Like George said, I am married to Edgar Tabaro. He's a lawyer. And I work for an organization that supports farmers, that trains farmers, and also through our partners, DFCU and Rubber Foundation, we give them financial support. As I work as head of communication and marketing. Besides that, I run an organization that has a school in Kamuli that is for deaf children. So far, we have 45 children in the school. But I am a trained journalist. I have covered very many people's stories, very many feature stories, which has led me to, experience what people are going through, which is also the reason why I started the deaf school, because of the very many feature stories. Then the reason why I would like to join Rotary is to serve, because of my life story. I am a genocide survivor, and my whole life I've been helped by people. I have been supported by people, by communities. At some time I was supported by Rotary. So I feel it's my time to give it forward and also to serve people. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Katia. Many people were wondering whether we only brought on board just the gentleman this time, but there is a powerful lady in the name of Katia. Mukulu Israel, please take the floor and let us know who Israel is. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Good morning, Rotarians. I am super excited to be here. I'm sorry I can't turn on my video. I am also in not a very lighted place. Yeah, so I'm so happy to be here. Mr. Amanya, thank you so much for the introduction. Thank you so much for introducing me to Rotary. So I met Amanya many years ago. The other day when we met to catch up, he told me about Rotary and the activities he's involved in. And he just triggered what had always been on my heart. I have always heard of Rotary. I was aware a bit of what they do, but I have never brought myself to join. So I'm so happy that the time has finally come. And my main motivation for joining Rotary is the service to humanity part of Rotary. I'm a believer in the Bible, and the second greatest commandment in the Bible is love your neighbor as you love yourself. So when I look at the activities that Rotary is involved in, providing safe water, improving sanitation, bringing literacy, so many projects that Rotary is involved in, I see this is a place I need to be. I believe that we have the solutions to our problems. And one of the weaknesses I've noticed for most people is we wait for the government, we wait for the international to help us.
Morning, how are you? Morning.
But the solutions are with us. So I am happy to join people who are making a difference in the lives of other people. And I will also love to listen and learn from the stories of other professionals. So I'm so happy to be part of Rotary, and I'll be happy to participate in the different activities, and let's make a difference in the lives of others. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Israel. And indeed, we are willing and ready to make a difference, and we're welcoming you to the team with the same mentality of wanting to make a difference. Then finally, without any particular order, I would like to welcome Joseph. Joseph, you have 3 minutes to let us know who you are, why you're here, and what you expect. Joseph, go ahead in 3 minutes. Chomuhendo Joseph, are you available? Please go ahead,
I'm
3
available.
minutes.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you, my mentor, Yedida, the kindest and most principled person that I know. Good morning, colleagues. My name is Joseph Kyomhendo. By profession, I'm a lawyer, and I'm currently serving as a Chief State Attorney in the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. Briefly, my work history, before joining the ODPP, I had a short stint with the Legal Aid Project of the Uganda Law Society. I was an assistant legal officer. That was way back in between 2008 and 2010. Our mandate was basically to help out the indigent people who were in trouble with the law, a task that I enjoyed executing until I got this opportunity to join and serve the people, to join government and serve the people of Uganda at large. Like you all know that public service is not an arena for minting money. It is a calling to come and work. We do not earn so much money, but nevertheless, we are satisfied with the service that we offer to the public. For about 9-10 years, I've been interacting with so many Rotarians. I have so many friends of mine who are Rotarians, and they've been persuading me to join Rotary, and on several occasions, I nearly joined, but when I look at their schedules, I saw they are so committed with meetings, and some of them were struggling with work back in office, so that kept me in fear. But one thing that I admire about Rotary is that the members are honest, kind, and generous, and those are some of the values that I do treasure. I am joining Rotary basically to give back to my community. At times, I feel like doing something, but I cannot do it alone. And but with Rotary, even if it means pooling resources, it is easier. Even if it means mobilizing the community, it is easier. And also, I would like to increase my social network. I am so busy. I lost track with some, not only some, but most of my friends because of my busy schedule. But with Rotary, there is a coordinated way of keeping in touch with friends and new friends. Thank you.
Indeed, Joseph, there is an honest and straight way of keeping in touch and definitely building your network. Thank you very much, Joseph. I would like to thank you all for letting us know who you are. And I would kindly like, since this is an interaction session, I would love to open the floor to everybody who is ready to ask a question to any of the members that have been able to speak to us this morning. And that is Joseph, that is William T. and William B., Robert Kawesi, Katia, Israel, and Joseph. Please feel free, the floor is open. I'm going to ask from the floor, we shall have 4 questions so that we can keep time. But I would also like to kickstart and ask ladies first. I would like to ask Katia, you did not let us know whether you're married or not, but if you are, is your family, especially your husband, ready to support you to be a Rotarian? In 30 seconds, please respond to that.
Thank you for the question. Yes, I said I'm married to Edgar Tabaro, and he is very supportive of my work in the school, and he's very supportive of what I want to do with Rotary.
Thank you very much. I just wanted clarity. This one goes to Israel. Israel, right now, what does Rotary mean to you? As we wait for hands up to ask some questions, if there are questions to be asked. Thank you.
Yes, what Rotary means to me right now is a place to join hands with people who are serving their community, and a place to get exposure and meet new people. Thank you.
Thank you very much. William Bill, in 30 seconds, what do you see yourself bring to Kampala Daybreak once you become a fully fledged member?
Well, thank you, Jen. 3 things. One is I'm aware that if I'm a fully fledged member of Kampala Daybreak, one of the things I'm supposed to do is to build on the capacities by getting more Rotarians into the club. That speaks into my major role of a number of people I'm leading in the insurance space. So that can contribute, that will be one of my major contributions. The second contribution is also to educate people more about insurance, which is a hard to scale area. I know most Rotarians buy insurance just because the law requires, but this will give me an opportunity to educate Rotarians on the different classes of insurance and their relevance, so that the misconception, mis-selling, which could have been happening, is brought to a stop. And then also finally, Rotary being about serving the community. In serving the community, I've seen the projects you establish. So as Dr. Onyoin correctly put it, a major contribution also from my side would be to do project proposal writing for the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I am still not seeing hands up, but I have still 2 questions to ask. William T., in 30 seconds, your title of commissioner seems to make you a very, very busy man. how do you intend in 30 seconds to merge Rotary, your service at Rotary, and still maintain a positive at your workplace? In 30 seconds, William T.
Thank you so much, Rotarian Jane. True, yes, I'm a busy man. But like last time when we had the meeting, I remember General, this question even was raised. It's about time management. There is no time, nobody will have enough time, but it's a matter of planning well for your time. And I think I can do both because I can always create time for Rotary and for my work. I have passion for my work and passion for Rotary. I know I have been mismanaging my time in one or another, and I think really I can have enough time for both. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And definitely you're doing something about it because time lost is never gained. Joseph, where do you see yourself as a Rotarian in the next 3 years? As my final questions, and if there are any hands up, we shall pick from there or in the chat room. Joseph?
Yes, please.
Where do you see yourself as a Rotarian in the next 3 years?
Thank you, Jane. Just like I was introduced, I'm someone who does something with a passion. And after I have been admitted into the club, trust me, I'll be one of the most active members. And I would love to move places. I see myself as being the president of this Rotary Club.
Excellent answer. That means you're here to stay. Very happy to hear that.
Serve and stay.
Yes, thank you very much. There's a question in the chat room that is going to Bill, William Bill. It says, is your history teacher still around and how is he doing? And are you still in touch? In 10 seconds, please respond, William.
Thank you very much. The history teacher is still around and he is doing well. He has continued to deliver and serve the community in his teaching profession. And we're also in touch. Thank you.
Excellent. The other welcome, Edith Gladys is saying welcome to Rotary, and I believe that is to all the members that have presented this morning. And without any further delay, time is against us. I do not see hands up. I do not see
Jen,
any
there are 2 hands up.
Okay, did I miss them?
But before they can come on, allow me request that we borrow 5 minutes to allow us conclude our session. I see 2 hands, one from Peter Odoki and the other one from CPA Esther.
Esther. Thank you so much, President. Peter, ladies first, I think. Esther, please go ahead. Then Peter, you'll follow. Thank you. In 30 seconds, your question, please.
Thank you so much, Director, membership. Mine is not a question. I just want to congratulate Mr. William T. He was my boss in the areas of my career, and he's a very responsible and committed gentleman in service. It has been long overdue to join Rotary. Welcome, Mr. William T. Mjendo and the rest. Thank you.
Thank you, Queen Esther. You are now no longer Mugole because you're about to be replaced. But thank you for that statement and contribution. Peter Odoki, please take the floor.
Thank you, Jane. I am also echoing some sentiments like Esther. William is a fine gentleman, and Esther, on top of having been her boss, Esther forgets that me, Esther, and PP David were in the same MBA class. So I can attest to William's humanity as a human being. He is a perfect gentleman. And William, you are coming into good company. So karibu sana.
Thank you, Peter and Queen Esther. President, without further ado, I would like to hand over to you. But before I do that, I would like to say thank you from the membership team to all the sponsors that have been able to invite these gentlemen and lady And thank you so much for all the work that you're doing to support Kampala Daybreak, especially the directorate team, the membership directorate team. I would like to hand over to you. Thank you, members, for participating. And if there are any questions, of course, we are definitely always here to help you. I hand over back to President Frederick Chitatkule. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Director Membership, for ably preparing these very good and potential Rotarians. Before you go, I have a question for you that you should respond to in 2 seconds. In his book, Kanaji, in his book of how to friends and influence people, Kanaji says that the name, somebody's name is the best sound they can listen to. I see us call William T because of the complexity of his name, Turiomu Rugendo. Is there going to be a training to the members on how to pronounce his name?
I didn't see.
Seconds.
Yes.
Most deaf. President,
yes,
we have been going through that training.
I don't know why he has not yet
some
sent
people
photos.
Some people have
himself
retakes, but some people are excelling. But yes, there is a training ongoing for spelling and pronouncing Turomugendo.
Wow, I can see already got a retake. Friends, we want to say thank you very much. It is my honor and privilege to invite you, PhD Dr. Timothy Vasima, to move a befitting vote of thanks to our able membership director for quite an amazing job that he has done in preparing these gallant Rotarians that we are yet to welcome in this big and great Rotary family. PhD Timothy Vasima, over to you, brother.
Thank you very much, President Frederick. This is a very amazing moment when we go through a rigorous discussion with our guests, focusing and projecting to have them on board, to be with us, to make a difference in society. To the sponsors, what you did is so amazing. Keep moving on, keep bringing guests to Rotary, and we grow Rotary. And to Jen, the words that can describe you will be written in black and white. I have few words to describe you. Then to our guests, the William T, William B, Kawesi Robert, Katia Mugenzi, Hidra Israel, and Joseph Chomhendo, we are getting a diversity of professionals. We are getting people who have passion to make a difference in society. The reasons you've given to join Rotary are enough to describe you. If it were in church, I would say you are clearly converted Christians. I wish you very well. Thank you for joining, for proposing to join. When the club finds that you are fit to join, you will be able accepted in our club. Thank you very much. I wish you well. Thank you, President.
Thank you very much, Dr. Timothy. As I welcome you, Rotarian Faith, to precisely share with us the statistics for the day. William Turiomu Rugendo, we have been on the way, but now we have arrived. Since we have been received and appreciated by Dr. Timothy Vasime, all the way from Kampala as well. Rotarian Faith, kindly share with us statistics of the day in the most precise manner you can. Over to you, Faith.
I am going to try to be very precise. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mr. President. Am I loud and clear?
You are very audible. Go right ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm on the road, but I'm going to do my best. Yeah, where I fall short, this is capacity building. So we just had the highest number of attendants today of 150. At the moment, we are 115. We had 42 visiting clubs. Thank you so much. We had, of course, our various leaders that were around, our DGEs and AGs. I've been trying to register one by one. We had 8 guests, and also our chief guests for the day were 6, of course. We want to thank everyone for attending, and we appreciate you coming. Please come again. I hope I've been as precise as possible.
You have been super precise, and your voice is very well toned.
Oh, our Rotary Club for the day, of course, is Rotary Club of Sunrise. Yes.
On account of numbers, thank you very much, Sunrisers, for rising with daybreakers. We really appreciate you. As I prepare to invite you, Rotarian Haj Asman Baguma, allow me move a befitting vote of thanks to each and every single one of you for always being with Daybreak. We don't take your visits for granted. We appreciate them rather, and we ask that God will give us the grace to return these numerous favors. But a special appreciation to you, our district leaders are on call this morning, led by our DGE Honorable Mike Sebaru. We really appreciate you. Thank you very much for leading our district leaders. We thank you so much, the past assistant governors, Changemaker Ages, led by our Dean of Ages, Kai Tarama. Thank you, friends. And to you, our international partners from District 9214, we really appreciate you. Thank you very much. My comrades, Changemaker presidents, it is very warming to always be with you at Daybreak. I pray God will indeed give me the grace to return these numerous visits that you make to Daybreak. Thank you very, very much. Allow me invite you, PHF Haj Asman Salongo elect, to give us the final toast as we close our fellowship.
Thank you, President, for the wonderful fellowship we have had. I give you all Rotary International.
Rotary, the world over. Thank you very much. It is a goodbye from Daybreak. May God bless you and make a blessing. Allow me to officially open the key mesa.
Can I make a correction, Mr. President? We don't say we give. We say we toast to National International, or we propose a toast to National International, not we give.
Thank you very much, Professor Kasenene, for the great guidance. Really, really appreciate. Thank you very much.
Welcome.